A good day, everyone. My name is Christine Ilona. I'm going to show you now on how to use SPSS to continue the dependent or to compute the independent sample t-test. So if we say independent sample t-test, it is used to determine if a difference exists between the means of two independent groups on a continuous dependent variable. So more specifically, it will let you determine whether the difference between these two groups is statistically significant. So first is to launch the SPSS program. Then you have to open a file. So I have here already the file opened. So this is the data view and this is the variable view of the file. So always remember that the independent variable should be nominal and the dependent variable should be in scale. So you need to identify the measures here. Then in roll, it should be marked as none. And in the values, you can change and put label. Here, for example, you will put 1, then put a label. Then you have to click OK. Then here also you can put or you can change the value and label. Then now let's check the assumptions. Let's check if the distribution for data is in accordance with the assumptions. First, let's check the descriptive statistics by clicking here in Analyze. Then click on Descriptive Statistics. Then we have to go to Explore. Okay, so we have here already dependent list and the factor list. So dependent list is the dependent variable. The factor list is the independent variable. And now we have to click on plots. Then we have to select histogram. We have to select factor levels together. Then we have to check these normality plots with test. Then select none. And then click on continue. And don't forget here in display, you have to click on plots. Then you have to click OK. So we have to look for the box plot output. Okay, here is the box plot output. As you can see, there are no outliers. So there are no outliers in the data as assessed by here, inspection of the box plot. So next is we have to test for the normality table. So this is the test of normality. Then we have to check here in Shapiro-Wilk. It should be greater than 0.05. So therefore, if it's greater than 0.05, then it is statistically significant. So this is the significance level or the p-value of the Shapiro-Wilk test for each group of our independent variable. Then now let's run the t-test. So again, let's go back to our data. Then we have to click Analyze again. Go to Compare Means, and then you have to click on the Independent Samples t-test. So we have here our two variables. Now in this dialog box, you have to transfer this engagement in the test variable and then the gender in the grouping variable. Next is you have to define groups. Okay, you have to use a specified value. So for group 1, it should be 1. And for group 2, it should be 2. Then after that, we have to click on continue. And then after clicking continue, we have then to click on options. So we have to make sure that the confidence interval percentage is on 95%. Then in missing values, select the exclude cases analysis by analysis, then click again, continue. Then we have to click OK. So we have here the t-test. This is the group E statistics. So this is the output table. So this group statistics is our basis on interpreting the results. So the significant here should not be less than or should be less than zero point zero 0.05 here, less than zero point zero 0.05. So as you can see, this is less than zero point zero 0.05. So the difference is statistically significantly different. Okay, here is zero point zero 0.023 and here is 0.024. So here is also we have to make sure that the confidence interval must not contain zero. And this part, this information needed to determine if the mean difference is statistically significant. So here, there was a statistically significant difference in mean engagement score between males and females, with wherein males scoring higher than females, or 0.26 here. So it means that the male mean engagement score was higher than the female engagement score. Okay, so engagement score for each level of gender were normally distributed based on those Shapiro-Wilks test. So, and there was homogeneity of variances. So, that's all. Thank you. Um, that's all for the independent sample t-test.